Hi everybody, Cynthia here from the Scrappy Bookworm. I am doing my challenge video response to JBLdyScrapper48's Altered Spoon or Fork Challenge giveaway, which ends March 13th. She wanted you to alter a fork or a spoon, and it could be, you know, regular silverware or wooden. Actually, for the rules, I will post the link below, and you guys can head over and check out her video. Anyway, a while ago, she showed a silverware fork that she altered, and she bent the prongs out that she actually uses for her tag holders, and, you know, as an easel for her tags and her little cards. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's such a cool idea. I loved it. So I grabbed two silverware forks and I started playing around with them. And I never completed the project. I wanted to somehow attach my forks to make a bigger easel to display my cards. And I never finished it. And then she came out with the challenge and I thought, okay, now's the time to get my tush in gear and get it done. So I really stepped out of the comfort zone on this one, but I really wanted to do something kind of different. And but yet I got my inspiration from her fork. So this is what I came up with as my altered fork easel. And I used two silverware forks and I bent the prongs much like she did in her video. And I pretty much only altered the front. The back is just, I didn't really decorate it because you're only going to really see it from the front. It's for my videos to hold my cards. But I will show you the back because these bars right here, those are wooden bamboo sticks that I cut to size, and then I covered them with aluminum tape. And then I just sewed the forks and the bars, and then I alcohol inked them and just really gave them like a grungy type look. I'm going to turn this around so that you can see how I connected them. I glued them, but I didn't think that was going to be strong enough, so I took twine, and I kind of crisscrossed them around and wrapped them around and glued them as I was doing it, and I did that to all three bars on both sides so that it would be nice and sturdy. And then I'll get you a little bit closer so you can see some of the stuff that I used. I covered, let's see, these wooden chipboard puzzle pieces with the Lost and Found collection. It's the, let me show you really quick, the Tim Holtz Ideology Lost and Found paper. And I used a bunch of different papers. I used some of these bingo papers. I used some of the ticket ones, the bottle caps. I just used a variety of paper from this stack. I'm trying to use up my stash. And I covered the puzzle pieces, so I added those throughout. And I kind of just wanted to make it look like, you know, those antique junk shops that you go into and they have a little bit of everything, but it all goes together somehow. That's kind of what I was going for. So, alright, I started at the top. I did a rustic heart, put a rustic heart up here, just a little. Made a stick pin, and then around the stick pin, I don't know if you can see it, I coiled some jewelry wire, really thin gauge, around it, and then I coiled it around this screw right here, and I adjusted that a little bit. And then I have, here's one of the puzzle pieces. I have some burlap and black lace throughout it. I have one of the wooden spools that I altered, and I just put some fibers around that. This is one of the clock charms I made the other day, and I hung that here. There's a button back here. You guys can make that out. And some more puzzle pieces, and then this is actually a little book because you guys know I love to read, so I had to put a book on there. And let's see, I have a key and one of those gears, another puzzle piece, more burlap, and I hung from a garment pin another spool. And this is the bottom of a dress form that I had made a little while ago. And I had a question about my dress forms. I cut the dress forms out with my Cricut, and I used the French Manor Cricut cartridge. And this cartridge is really cool. It has some beautiful images of bird cages and dress forms and just a whole bunch of different, let me see if I could show you some of them. If you're interested, if you have the Cricut, this is a beautiful cartridge. It has keys and a lock and key. There's the dress form that I used. It just has some beautiful doilies, all kinds of gorgeous things that you can cut out. So I really, really love this cartridge, and I'm just starting to play around with it. But somebody had asked me that question a while ago, and I couldn't find your question again to respond, so hopefully you're watching. But that's where I cut the dress form out. And then this tape measure here is actually paper that I gessoed and alcohol inked, and this is from one of the papers in the DCWV heirloom stack. I love that paper. And then here's the top of a dress form when I put a little brad in there, kind of just, I don't know, decorate the neck part up. And a bingo card, and here's a lock to that key, and a button, some more gears, puzzle pieces. I did another stick pin here and did more of that jewelry wire, wound it around, and this time I hung a little nut from it. And then there's another aluminum heart back here, or rustic heart. Here's one of those Tim Holt fragment charms that I made the other day, puzzle piece. And then this is a silver watering can, and I added some gesso to that. I had picked these up at a yard sale quite a while ago. And down here's another button, and then I put a gear in front of it with a little clock hand and puzzle piece. So that is my altered fork easel, and I thought it'd be kind of cool because I can display my greeting cards when I make them. And this is just that chipboard album I was working on, but thought it was kind of neat to display cards with. So I want to thank you, Karen, for the inspiration to make this. I loved your idea, and I just had to go off of it, you know, because it's just, I thought it was brilliant the way you know, bent these prongs up, and it was just super cool. So thank you for the inspiration, and thank you so much for having the challenge. It really got me out of my comfort zone, and I really enjoyed making this. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Take care.